One scene in Happy's Place Season 1, Episode 13, titled Mama's Drama, reveals the freshman comedy's biggest flaw. The Reba McEntire-led sitcom is supposed to be an ensemble comedy, although it mostly focuses on Bobby's, McEntire, relationship with her new half-sister, Isabella, Belissa Escobedo. Subplots tend to revolve around the secondary characters who work at the tavern, although one Happy's Place character has been ignored more than the others. In line with this premise, Mama's Drama depicts Isabella introducing her mother, Maritza, Justina Machado, to the staff at the tavern. Maritza's visit is frustrating for almost everyone. The episode focuses on Isabella's difficult relationship with her mother, who blames Bobby for Isabella's choice not to go to graduate school at Stanford. However, an early scene in Happy's Place involves Gabby, Melissa Peterman, confronting Maritza about the affair with Happy that resulted in Isabella's birth, stating that she will never forgive Maritza for this. Gabby is the only one of the secondary characters who has any significant interactions with Maritza, while the other staff members all try to cheer up Happy's Place's Steve, Pablo Casablanco, after he says he misses Colombia. Happy's Place Episode 13 highlights how one-dimensional most of its characters are. The secondary characters are especially one note. Gabby's confrontation with Maritza underscores the series' problems with character development. For the most part, secondary characters are defined by one characteristic. Gabby is slightly more developed than the others. She wants desperately to be a mother, tends to be clingy, and thinks she knows better than everyone else what to do in any given situation. Still, these traits barely give her any depth. Gabby, like most Happy's Place characters, is used for punchlines rather than being fleshed out, and even her tragic backstory is played for laughs. That said, Gabby isn't the only character with this problem. Mama Drama tries to humanize Steve by having him miss his native country. However, his feelings aren't really explored. Instead, the joke is that the reason he can't go back to Colombia is that all his relatives have immigrated to the United States, and no sooner does he explain that than the episode moves on to a joke about his OCD. Similarly, Happy's Place's Takala Black Elk, gets little to no development, and all that is known about him is that he is level-headed, has 4 children, and is indigenous. How Happy's Place can flesh out its characters without drastically changing the show. Following through on storylines would go a long way towards solving this problem. Pablo Casablanco as Steve in Happy's Place. Although the characters are not fleshed out properly, they each have defining traits. They are also often used in subplots, though those stories don't add much understanding of who the characters are. Thus, the best way for Happy's Place to approach this problem is to take the storylines given to secondary characters seriously. Happy Place's dropped storyline habit is a significant contributor to the issue of characters not having the depth they need to have, but this can easily be reversed. Instead of something like Steve doing exposure therapy being used as a joke for an episode and then forgotten, Happy's Place could give its supporting characters real storylines and follow through on them. For example, Gabby's motherhood story vanishes in Episode 13 after being the focal point of Episode 12. If Gabby's arc had been referenced during her conflict with Maritza, it would have made Gabby more well-rounded. Unfortunately, the way stories are presented right now makes it seem as if characters are being pushed around to suit the plot, which makes Happy's Place far less dynamic. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly Network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences, and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series.